Hi, Robin. How you doing? It's Jamal Campbell, second name, offensive tackle from the Toronto Argonauts. How you doing today?
Great, Jamal. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing really well, actually. Where are you right now?
Today, I'm at work. I work in the Burlington terminal at Purolator Courier. We're very busy right now.
Well, you know, we're really grateful for people like you, because at the end of the day, packages have to move, and, you know, people have to get stuff to their loved ones, especially in a time like this. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. And, you know, it's not even just us. It's the community out there shopping online, using e-commerce. Some of our areas that do residential, where they might do 120 deliveries in a day, that has shot up to 200, 300, maybe even in excess of 300 deliveries.
Wow.
Obviously, we're not expected to do that, so we have overload routes. And I do an overload route, so I will do a portion of one other courier. So it's taking 2 couriers to do one run now in residential areas. Wow. So it's very busy like that. So it's long hours, has made a big impact on our job for sure. So
who do you have at home when you leave work at the end of the day?
So I have 4 children at home. My husband is home all day with the kids, making sure that they're getting their schoolwork done. He makes dinner for us so that if I'm working late, sometimes I'm putting in 12-hour days. So I just make sure, check in with them, and make sure that they've done their schoolwork for the day. And as much as parents say, oh, it's so hard, I don't get that at all. I don't have that opportunity to be a part of their education. Sorry, I get emotional. This is a really hard time. And I wish I could be part of that schooling, because I'm going to look back, and my experience from COVID is very different from those parents that are sitting at home. My day ultimately hasn't changed a lot, except for it's longer. But that school experience, I would like to be a part of that. Like, I don't take that for granted when I come home and my daughter does say, oh, Mom, I didn't finish this. So we'll sit down and do a little bit of work. So that part of my day is definitely different.
Well, you know what? I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing that you do that every day. You know, that reminds me a lot of, you know, my mom growing up. My mom was a single mom of 4. And amazing. And, you know, growing up, I've seen her work 2 jobs. I've seen her work those long hours. And as a kid at the time, you know, I never really understood everything, but I understood that my mom was always hardworking. So, you know, your kids, you may not be able to be with them right now and be a part of the process of the schooling thing, but they see the hard work and that you and your husband and everybody else is putting in. And that's what's going to drive, and that's what's going to help with their success. So
that is so perfect, because I tell my kids, if I can instill anything, I want it to be a will and a drive to work. And I always say to them, there's no one out there that works harder than your mama. So people are so appreciative of couriers and the postal workers. So you see signs in people's windows that the kids have drawn. Thank you, couriers. Thank you, postal workers. Thank you, delivery people. They make me feel like I do need to keep going.
So the Purolator Tackle Hunger program, that means a lot to me, because, you know, I think it's important to support food banks, because growing up, there was times that we had to depend on, you know, the food banks and different things like that. And as a kid, I didn't really understand the whole process of it. I knew we were getting help, but, you know, now that I'm an adult and I've been involved with Purolator, Tackle Hunger, and the CFL, you know, I really get to see that full circle, because we can see what the effects of donating canned goods are. And I think, you know, for me, it was important for me to see that, so I can appreciate even more what I had growing up.
They're always accepting of cash, because then they can go and purchase items that maybe they're not receiving enough donations in. And we need to realize as Canadians that we need to still do our part. And although we're not making that physical donation, it is so important to keep donating.
Thank you, Robin, so very much. And I look forward to meeting you and your family at one of our Argos games. You probably have a busy day ahead of you, so I just want to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing, and to most importantly stay safe, so that you can, you know, come home and enjoy the time that you have with your family, and enjoy the food that your husband makes, and just watching your kids grow. So
Great, Jamal. Thank you so much for chatting with me this morning.
You're very welcome.